Welcome to our SCAT 3 YouTube project. This is being presented by Madelyn, Watkins, Collin, Fredrick, Johnny Vite, and Alex G. So what is SCAT 3? SCAT 3 stands for Sport Concussion Assessment Tool. We're going to use this to help evaluate an athlete for a concussion. Now ideally we would establish a baseline before the season. This is not always possible, especially at a high school level. A baseline just helps to determine where an athlete is if they do receive a concussion. Now, a concussion is a disturbance in the brain function. We will use the SCAT-3 multiple times throughout the concussion phase, first to establish that they do have a concussion, but also throughout the process to help us determine when they can return to play and start the return protocol. So there are 8 parts to the SCAT-3 protocol. The first one is the Glasgow-Coma scale. Now, the Glasgow-Coma is a crucial point because if an athlete is to get injured during play, this is used to determine whether or not we need to activate our EAP and potentially send our athlete. The second part is the Madelyn score. This is paired along with the Glasgow-Coma just in case. The third part is going to be our symptom evaluation. This is a series of questions that determine how our athlete feels compared to normal. Before an athlete can begin the return protocol, all their symptoms must go away. The fourth part is the cognitive assessment, which is helping to assess where they're at mentally, where their memory is. The fifth part is neck examination. We're trying to make sure there's no neck impairment, no potential spinal impairment. The sixth part is our balance exam. So with the symptom eval, an athlete could potentially lie once they figure out the system. Now the balance assessment, or the BESS, is going to help us to determine if their symptoms have really truly gone away and if they really are ready to play, or if they're just lying to us. Now the seventh part is the coordination, which is going to help us assess whether or not they are where they can defend themselves and protect themselves on the field of play and react and are capable of doing their job correctly. And the last part is delayed recall. How is their memory after a short time span? I'd be like,
Alex, It's a pretty hard hit right there to the head.
the baseball hit me?
The baseball hit you. All right, I'm going to perform a concussion test, okay? We're going to start with the Glasgow-Coma scale. So can you open your eyes for me? Good. All right. All right, can you speak for me?
Yeah.
Keep going. Tell me your name. Tell me anything on your mind right now.
I want to know where that baseball came from.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you some pain. I want to see what happens to you. All right. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go to the Madelyn score. I want you to answer some questions for me.
Okay.
What venue are we at today?
Oh, we're at Fenway, aren't we?
Okay. What inning is it?
15th, third quarter, something like that.
All right. Who scored last?
We did.
What team did you play last week?
I think the Falcons.
Did your team win?
No.
Her eyes opening spontaneously. I gave him a 4 on verbal response because he was confused. On motor response, I gave him a 4 because as I squeezed his trapezius, he withdrew from pain. That totals up to 12 out of 15 on the Glasgow-Coma score. For the Madelyn score, he had a 3 out of 5, answering the venue, who scored last, and who won the last game correctly, but he incorrectly answered what inning is it and what team he played last week.
I hitting him with a baseball, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions to see how you're feeling.
Okay.
On a scale 0 to 6, 6 being the most severe and 0 being no pain at all, do you have a headache?
Yes. About a 4.
Okay. Pressure in head?
About a 2.
Okay. Neck pain?
No neck pain, 0.
Nausea, vomiting?
Yeah, about a 2.
Okay. Dizziness?
3.
blurred vision,
Definitely 5.
balance problems,
About 3.
sensitivity to light,
Nope. 0.
sensitivity to noise,
0.
feeling slowed down,
1.
feeling like in a fog,
2.
you just don't feel right,
3.
difficulty concentrating,
3.
difficulty remembering,
5.
fatigue or low energy,
4.
confusion,
6.
drowsiness,
3.
trouble sleeping,
I'd say 2.
more emotional,
0.
irritability,
2.
sadness,
0.
nervous or anxious.
1.
Do the symptoms get worse with activity?
Yes.
Do they get worse with mental activity?
Yes.
Of the 22 symptoms, he has 17 of the 22. And for the symptom severity score, he has a 50 out of 132, so he's having symptoms of a concussion. Your cognitive assessment. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. What month is it?
October.
What is the date today?
18th.
What is the day of the week?
Sunday.
What is the year?
2015.
What time is it right now within the 1 hour?
8 a.m.
Now I'm going to ask you 5 words. I'm going to repeat them to you, and then you're going to repeat them back to me. Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle. I can't remember the last one.
Okay. We're going to do that 2 more times. Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Okay, last time. Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, bubble.
Elbow, apple, carpet, saddle, elbow.
Okay, now I'm going to read you 3 numbers. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and you're going to say 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So 4, 9, 3.
3, 9, 4.
Okay. 3, 8, 1, 4.
4, 1, 4, 8.
Okay. 3, 2, 7, 9.
9, 3, 2, 7.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to recite the months in reverse order.
Okay. December, November, October, September, August, June, July, May, April, March, February, January.
For his cognitive assessment scores, for the orientation score, he got 2 out of 5. For his immediate memory score, he got a 13 out of 15. And for his digits backwards, he got a 1. And then for his concentration score, he got a 1 out of 5.
All right, so I know you did this examination on the field, but I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick neck examination, okay?
Okay.
So I just want you to tell me if you feel anything back here. Any tenderness through there?
Mm-mm.
Nothing up through here.
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. All right, I want you just to turn your head. Good. And now the other way. Good. Any pain with that?
Nope.
Good. Go ahead and look up for me. Now back down. Any pain with either of those?
Nope.
Good. Now I just want you to put your left ear to your shoulder. Good. And then your right ear to the other shoulder. Perfect. No pain, no symptoms at all?
Nope.
Good. So go ahead and have a seat for me. I'm just going to check some dermatomes and myotomes. All right. I just want you to let me know if you feel me here.
Mhm.
Good. Here.
Mhm.
What do you feel?
Like pinching?
Good.
Yep, still pinching.
Anything to here?
Just tickling me.
Good.
Yep, squeeze them
All
up.
normal? Good. I'm going to brush through here.
Okay.
Feeling all that?
Yeah, it tickles.
Good. Come on.
Yep.
Good. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to test the BESS, which is the Balance Error Scoring System. Okay, so all I want you to do is go ahead and put both feet together as you are, slightly bend your knees, and I want you to close your eyes. We're going to do this for 20 seconds. Good, you can relax. Now, are you a righty or a lefty?
I write with my right hand.
Okay, so I want you to put your right foot behind you, heel to toe. Slightly bend your knees, and again, we're going to do this for 20 seconds with your eyes closed. You may begin. Good. Relax. Any increase in symptoms to either of those?
Mm-mm.
Good. We're going to do just one more.
Okay.
On your non-dominant leg, so your left leg,
Okay.
I want you to stand on one leg, slide bend in the knees, eyes closed. You may begin. Perfect. So there were no errors on the first two tests. We're always looking for any kind of swaying or stumbling or toe taps. On the very last test, the single leg test, you did have 7 errors. During any of these tests, if you have 10 errors, you immediately stop the test.
So now I'm going to have you do a coordination exam. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to keep your head looking straight forward, but I want you to touch your index finger to your nose. Then I want you to touch your index finger to my finger with that same hand. So which hand is your dominant hand?
All right.
Your right hand. So I'm going to have you take your right index finger, put it on your nose. Now stay looking forward and touch my finger. All right, go back. Touch my finger again without moving your head, please. And touch my finger one last time. All right. That's the end of the coordination exam. Now, do you remember those last 5 words, or those 5 words I gave to you a few moments ago?
Some of them. Carpet, apple, bubble. That's it.
Okay?
Elbow.
Elbow. Okay.
Elbow.
So we do the coordination assessment to assess whether or not the athlete is where they can protect themselves, defend themselves, or react properly to a play. We don't want to put them back into the field of play when they're not, do not have the proper coordination to play correctly. Also, we do the delayed recall to assess their longer-term memory.